Most people would rather be punched in the face than ignored. At least a punch is an acknowledgement that you exist. Research has actually found that victims of romantic abuse often rate being ignored as more damaging than physical violence. Here is the disturbing reason: your brain literally cannot tell the difference between a fist and a cold shoulder. Stay until the end of this video, because the mechanism behind why silence hurts the way it does reveals something about your brain that most people spend their entire lives trying to not look at directly. In 2001, psychologist Kipling Williams and colleagues at Purdue University published research comparing the psychological effects of being ignored versus being verbally challenged. Participants who experienced silence reported significantly more distress than those who had been openly criticized and argued with. Targets of silence reported feeling unacknowledged, invisible, meaningless. Targets of verbal conflict felt hurt, but they felt present. An insult confirms you exist. Silence questions whether you do. Williams identified 4 fundamental psychological needs that every human being carries: the need to belong, the need for control, the need for meaningful existence, and the need for self-esteem. An insult, however cruel, addresses all 4 simultaneously. It acknowledges your existence. It gives you something to push back against. Silence does none of these things. It denies all 4 needs at once. It is not the opposite of an insult. It is something categorically worse. When those 4 needs are cut off, your brain doesn't just feel sad. It goes into a full-scale emergency mode, and we can actually see it happening on a brain scan. Building on Eisenberger's 2003 fMRI findings, confirmed by DeWall and colleagues in 2011, research showed that being ignored activates the parts of your brain that handle physical pain. Not adjacent regions, not similar regions, the same ones. The brain does not have a separate processing system for social rejection. It routes the experience of being ignored through the same architecture it uses for bodily injury. Imagine slamming your hand in a car door. Now imagine a friend leaving you on red for 2 days. To the parts of your brain that handle physical pain, those 2 events look almost identical. But the scariest part isn't just that it hurts, it's that this pain system is actively being used as a weapon, and you might be using it without even realizing it. For 300,000 years, social exclusion was not an emotional inconvenience, it was a death sentence. A human being alone on the savannah did not survive. The group was survival. Everything outside the group was death. So your brain developed the most powerful alarm system it could. It made being socially erased feel like physical danger, because for 300,000 years, it was. That alarm is still running in you right now. Every time a message goes unanswered, every time you are talked over in a room, every time someone looks through you rather than at you, the alarm fires immediately, automatically, below the level of conscious thought. Your brain cannot distinguish between a partner giving you the silent treatment and a tribe leaving you behind. The neural response is the same, the pain is the same, the urgency to resolve it is the same. This is why the silent treatment is the most effective psychological weapon available to a human being. It withdraws the one thing the human brain cannot function without: acknowledgement. The person being ignored becomes consumed by the silence, replaying interactions, searching for the cause, escalating their attempts to restore contact. The silence controls them completely, without saying a single word. But here is what almost nobody considers. The person deploying the silent treatment is also being controlled by the same system. Research shows that people who use silence as a weapon do so because direct confrontation feels more threatening than withdrawal. The silence is not a choice made from strength. It is a choice made from the same fear of social pain that makes it so effective on its target. Both people are trapped inside the same evolutionary machinery. One is using it as a weapon, the other is experiencing it as an emergency. Neither is fully in control of what their brain is doing.
The silence is not about you. It is about a brain that was built for a world where silence meant something it no longer means. If any part of this felt true about your own life, that recognition is worth something. Most people never name what you just named. There is more of this every Thursday.